Welcome to Alimentary, the podcast series where you will learn about your amazing body, how it works, and of course why food is so important, and also pick up some simple recipe and lifestyle tips and tweaks to help you to influence your health in a positive way. In this episode of Alimentary, we are focusing on skincare and how using a simple routine with pure plant products inspired my guest to start her own business. Joining us is Kasia O'Reilly from Sana Naturals, who's going to share her experience and insights on the less is more approach. Kasia also believes that we can have high performance skincare which doesn't harm the environment, which is always a good thing. She has a lovely philosophy about how we should respect and treat our skin, and she has created a simple line of natural products containing plant ingredients, which have been cherished since ancient times for their healing and beautifying properties. Kasia believes that products should work with our skin, and that unique blends of aromatherapy can help to uplift our mood and calm our nervous system. Our skin is our largest organ and has several jobs, including protecting us from pathogens, regulating our temperature, storing lipids, detoxification, enabling our sense of touch, and creating a barrier using sebum, which is secreted by our sebaceous glands, and that helps to waterproof our skin. Like our other organs, of course, we should nourish it with good food and hydration. But we often focus on what we're actually applying to it from the outside. Now, the skincare business is worth $109.71 billion globally, according to Fortune Business Insights. And products and routines are becoming ever more complicated. So I was glad to talk to Kasia, who knows a lot more than I do about simple plant products, which she has developed from her own experience. The name of her company, Sana, means healing or healthy and to shine and glow in different languages. And her products reflect the brilliance and healing power of nature. In this conversation, Kasia talks about loving the skin you're in, green brainwashing on product labels, and even gives us some tips about facial massage to help reduce the signs of aging. It was also great to hear about her business journey. So I'm your host, Lynn, and I know that you'll enjoy my conversation with Kasia O'Reilly from Sana Naturals. So Kasia, it's so nice to be talking to you today, and thanks so much for coming on to Alimentary. I think
So much for
skincare.
having me.
Oh no, it's my pleasure. And skincare is something that we kind of can obsess about, and there is so much information out there coming at us. I'm really happy to be talking to someone who has gone through their own journey with it and who has expertise in this area. So maybe could we start off? Would you maybe take us through your own journey and how you came to I suppose be involved in skincare and actually start a skincare company?
Yes, so it's my own personal journey with a very challenging skin that set me on the path of making skincare products. So some people are blessed with gorgeous looking skin, no matter what they do, and I wasn't that lucky. My skin used to be very unhappy. It was both dry and oily in places. It was easily irritated, prone to broken capillaries, breakouts as well. It was very unhappy, and also when I was a teenager, I had acne too, and it continued well into my adulthood. So I was following the skincare trends, the current skincare trends, and I had a very elaborate skincare routine with a long list of products that basically didn't work. I also learned that the easiest way to ruin your skin is to listen to the influencers on social media who demonstrate a 9-step skincare routine. And their
Oh my
skin is
gosh.
either gorgeous anyway, or rely on filters, or they rely on injectables or harsh skin treatments. And I just didn't want to do that. So I was always hiding my skin under high coverage foundation. And the most frustrating thing for me was actually spending time in the bathroom. So I didn't want to spend all this time in the bathroom applying a long list of products onto my skin and then just to hide under makeup. And it just didn't make any sense to me. So I wanted an easier way. I wanted to wake up in the morning and with a glowing skin. I wanted a simple skincare routine that basically worked. Whatever I was doing at the time, I knew it basically didn't work. So I knew that I had to start doing something different. And as a big lover of nature, and I was always into health, body wellness, and as a lover of minimalism, I decided to take a step back. And what I did was I stripped back my skincare routine to the very basics. And I took off on a mission to study nature's treasures and the science behind them. So I didn't know what to expect at the beginning. The thought that more is better was so deeply rooted in my mind. But actually, what happened was the opposite. Actually, after years of having an elaborate skincare routine with a long list of products, my skin actually started to get better. So I was constantly studying and experimenting with different ingredients. I was constantly discovering new, different natural ingredients and their healing properties. And different formulations as well. And I learned that actually not all natural skincare ingredients are good for our skin. I also learned that it's actually not as simple as rubbing coconut oil on our skin, that, by the way, can result in a worst spot breakout of your life. And yeah, after years of experimenting with different formulas, with different ingredients, I finally created those carefully balanced formulations. And that's how Sana Naturals was born, a collection of natural high-performance skincare products that help restore the skin's natural healthy balance with minimum effort. So this minimalist skincare collection promotes simple skincare routine that fits hectic schedules. So after years of fighting my challenging skin, I finally discovered that actually gentleness and simplicity in skincare is the key. And
Yeah.
I also forgot to mention that I'm Polish myself. And in the meantime, when I was struggling with all those skin issues, a Kavan man stole my heart and he brought me to
Oh.
his homeland. And we're living here just outside Bali Jimsdaf, where I actually hand make all those skincare products.
Wow.
And we live at the Laken Lake. It's just absolutely stunning,
Yeah.
except for the moments when he spreads manure on the fields and it stinks terribly. But I put up with that.
So hopefully Cavan has stolen your heart as well as your Cavan man. You're well settled here now.
Absolutely,
Great.
absolutely. It's gorgeous.
Brilliant. And it's lovely, yeah, to be in the heart of nature and so close. I love the way you describe your ingredients as nature's treasures. And really it's about getting back to basics and working with your skin as opposed to trying
That's
to
right.
turn it into something, trying
That's
sort of
absolutely it.
harshly, yeah. Because you're so right. When you look on social media, there are so many influencers and you really do, you know, it does have an impact on you. You start to question what you're doing yourself, but then there's such a variety, and you go into the pharmacies, the shops, and it's like, oh my God, there's so many
That's
different
right.
brands. They're all saying the same thing. Which
That's
one do I
right.
choose? Yeah.
And have you noticed that there are so many skincare products out there that it's actually overwhelming? It's very
Mm,
difficult to know what to use, which products to use, in what order, which ingredients not to combine, and
yeah.
which are actually suitable for our skin. It's just so confusing. And
Mm,
there's so many products, yet people suffer from so many skin issues like never before. Eczema, psoriasis, acne, skin imbalances, allergies, sensitivities, rosacea, all those issues, you name it, everything
mm,
is actually out there. But it's actually surprising to so many that it's actually so easy to get a healthy, glowing skin with a simple skincare routine.
mm.
So I'm on a mission to help women
Yeah.
feel wonderful in their skin again and to show women how to get healthy skin with less effort and minimum products. And I'm here to help you celebrate your natural beauty with simple yet effective skincare.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, your
So
skin is glowing for sure. You're a great advertisement for it. But really, would you agree that it matters what we put on our skin, but it also matters then what we consume, what we eat? Um,
absolutely. So the health of our skin depends on so much more that than we put on it.
mm,
So I actually used to think that it doesn't matter what we put on our skin, or even at least it doesn't have to be organic because we do not ingest it, you know.
mm,
But it actually turns out that our skin is the largest product, is the largest organ of our body, and it actually absorbs everything that we put on it. So many synthetics and so many additives in the mainstream skincare products, and they more and more of them are being banned
yeah,
because they're linked to different types of cancers. They are hormonal disruptors,
yes.
etc. And it's the same with food as well. You
Mm,
know, so yeah, it's very important to use natural products because then once our body is overwhelmed, because it's actually everywhere, it's in food and it's in skincare. It's starting from your hair care, from hair masks, shampoos, hairsprays, body lotions, shower gels, nail polishes, everything. And
mm.
all of a sudden, our body is overloaded with all those synthetics, and it seriously affects our health.
Well, it,
So yeah, I
yeah.
learned that very important to eat organic,
Mm.
and put organic on our skin as well, because our skin depends on so much more than, you know, what we only put on it.
Absolutely. And of course, it puts pressure on our liver and our lymphatic system when we are ingesting or absorbing all of these things that our body considers to be toxins. But you mentioned the hormone disruptors. And for
Mhm.
me, that's a big thing. I mean, obviously, diseases like cancer. Also, the hormone disruptors, when you look at how young girls are starting to use these products now, I know obviously it's a long time ago since I was a teenager, but we didn't even really wear much makeup, maybe a bit of eyeliner, that kind of thing.
Absolutely, same here.
And we weren't using hairspray and we weren't doing our nails and or fake tan or anything. And so girls are starting to use all of these products much younger, and you do, come across more issues with PCOS, with all of these, hormonal issues that girls might have to deal with, So it's an important
Absolutely.
message to consider, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I think it's very important as well to start loving the skin you're in.
Yeah.
And all those young girls, I've noticed as well with the fake tan, it's just such young girls, you know, even in primary school, they start using it, not realizing, you know, what type of substances they actually put on the skin, and it get absorbed as well into the mainstream, and it
Mm.
doesn't even look good, you know, the way. So
Yeah.
I really want to spread the message that, you know, you are beautiful the way you are. There's absolutely no need to use all those products, you know. And
Yeah.
going back to basics is a very important message, you know, as well, for especially for young people in Ireland at the moment.
Yeah, and you have a lovely quote from your website. It's that if a belief shift can help you to transform your skin, and that's really what you're talking about there, I think, isn't it? Is
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. The
mm,
so this mind shift that less is more completely transformed. You know, the moment I stepped back, you know, and stripped back my skincare routine to the very basics, this mind shift completely transformed my results. So Sana Naturals is about like a healthy lifestyle and healthy skincare and healthy lifestyle habits that support your well-being. It's about loving the skin you're in and letting it shine through. And it absolutely is not about trying to reverse aging, because that's not even possible, unless, of course, you go for injectables that come with their own risks and,
mm,
and side effects. But it should be about trying to make your skin as healthy as possible at this moment in time, because
mm,
then when our skin is healthy, we are glowing too. So as well, it shouldn't be about the quantity, like the current skincare routines are so complicated. They have such a long list of skincare products. So in this minimalist approach, we use less products, but they contain high quality organic ingredients that efficacy has been backed by scientific research. So yeah, the natural products are very potent, very high performance, and they're also multifunctional, so that you use less product and only a little bit goes a long way as well.
Yeah. And they're nourishing your skin as opposed to being something that your elimination system has to deal with and get rid
That's
of.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. So many skincare out there, many mainstream skincare out there, they say, oh, suitable for combination skin, suitable for dry skin, etc. But actually, in my opinion, those are all kind of skin issues, skin imbalances, really, that those products are trying to address. But every skin, whether it's young or mature, or whether it's perfectly happy or maybe in balance, it needs nutrients, just like our body. It needs nutrients in order to thrive. So Sana Naturals natural skincare products, they offer nourishment to skins of all ages and all types. So the skin has an ability to restore its natural healthy balance, you know?
Mm. What would you say is there one most important nutrient for the skin? I know vitamin C is one that's talked about a lot. Would you say that is quite key?
It's very difficult to answer this question because it would be like maybe what's more important, food
Yes,
or
yeah, or
hydration?
yeah, yeah,
It's simple, but it's skincare is simple really, but it's not as simple as that, you know. I
yeah.
suppose that your skin can actually thrive on even without vitamin C. You know, it
Okay.
can thrive on a very, very simple skincare routine, but it's very important not to upset the skin's natural lipid barrier, natural integrity, you know, and this is, in my opinion, all most mainstream skincare products do. Like the cleansers, for example, they strip the skin of its natural barrier, and then the skin is prone for bacteria penetration, and it's all of the sudden it breaks out and dries out. It's it's prone to skin imbalances, you know.
Mm.
So
Would they be, do you mean things like parabens and those kind of things that you see in the ingredients of cleansers?
yes, that
Yeah,
too, but cleansers often they contain alcohol,
yeah.
they contain parabens, preservatives, and like all those different fillers and ingredients really have very detrimental effect on our skin.
Mm.
And let's talk about, for example, cleansing. I'm not sure whether many people know, but actually you can cleanse your skin with an oil, and
Yeah.
it can be any oil from your pantry. It can be almond oil, grapeseed oil, olive oil. I'm a big believer in olive oil myself. If your skin is prone to congestion, avoid coconut oil. But if your skin is dry, coconut oil is totally fine. So cleansing with an oil first, and then follow up with another natural cleanser that actually preserves the natural lipid barrier. You know,
Mm.
it's as simple as that, cleansing with an oil from your pantry. Not many people would even think about that,
Mm.
you know, but yeah,
Yeah, I've been trying to avoid sodium lauryl sulfate recently. So
yes,
I changed my shampoo and I thought it was I thought it was going to be a problem because the way you're used to the suds and the foam and you think that
that's
that's what
right.
makes you feel clean, but actually it's perfect. And really good. I got I think it's Faith in Nature shampoo. They have
Yes,
they're free of all of those kinds of ingredients. So it presumes the same. Now, actually, just when you mention the oil, that is something that I have tried, and with a face cloth, maybe a warm face cloth
absolutely.
to take it off, and it's
That's
perfect.
right.
Yeah.
It's perfect, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and definitely what you say makes real sense about the lipid barrier. If you're using really harsh products on your face, like exfoliating all the time, and harsh exfoliators, our
that's
cells are
right.
everything, aren't they? You want them to be plump.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you want
Yes.
them to be plump. Um, So
And it's the same with the body care as well. So instead of the shower gels, handmade rustic soap, and
yeah,
actually you can use some soaps for your hair as well.
yeah,
And this is less waste as well. So you have one product that you wash your hair with and you wash your body with as well, and it preserves the natural lipid barrier of your skin.
yeah.
So I always have a bar of soap in my bathroom. I always have a bottle of organic olive oil as well. So I cleanse with olive oil. Then I follow up with Sana Naturals face wash as well that preserves the natural lipid barrier. And actually I use olive oil to moisturize my body after showering.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. And it's
so
it's
simple.
absolutely the I've actually used your face wash as well, and it is so gentle, and it actually lasts for ages too.
I'm
I must,
delighted you enjoy
yeah, no,
that.
it is really, really nice. Um, so there's something else that you mentioned on your website, which I thought was a lovely idea, and I think sometimes when I'm talking to clients about bedtime, if they're having trouble sleeping, sometimes a bedtime routine is really important, because it kind of gets you ready for sleep. If you can give yourself a
That's
half
right.
hour to have, whether it's breathing exercises, do a little, meditation, or just even that routine of taking off your makeup, putting on some moisturizer, just treating yourself, sort of
That's right. Yeah,
decompressing before you get into bed. And you have one of your blogs is all about the connection between body care and our soul. And I thought that that
that's
was
right.
quite nice that, if you're doing something nice for yourself with nice products, it can actually just make you feel better in yourself.
Oh, absolutely. So, what I've discovered recently, actually, I have my own bedtime routine. I take magnesium and ashwagandha 2 hours before bedtime, and then just before hopping into bed, I do stretching.
Yeah,
And it's actually so simple. It could be just 5 minutes, 10 minutes of body stretching, and then the body just releases the tension, and it's amazing how it actually helps you sleep. And you feel that difference in your body. If you try it actually once, just stretching 5 minutes before bedtime, you feel the difference in your body when you're actually lying down. And then I finish off with a foot massage using Sana Naturals Heavenly Balm.
lovely.
And I normally would use olive oil for my body, but when I crave something more decadent, I use my Sana Naturals Heavenly Balm, and especially formulated to uplift your nerves and uplift your mood and calm your nerves as well. It's so very soothing to the senses. So I take magnesium ashwagandha, then I do stretching for a few minutes, and then I finish off with a foot massage with Heavenly Balm, and it just works magic. I notice such a huge difference in the quality of my sleep, because actually when the
Brilliant.
body releases this tension, it has a better ability to recover at night during sleep.
Mm,
So when this tension is gone, we kind of more recover during the sleep. The
yeah.
body feels so much better in the morning.
Absolutely. It can do its good work of detoxifying and, as you say, repair as well. And that actually sounds like a lovely routine. It's important that we, instead of just sort of falling asleep on the couch, which I know we've all done, and then dragging yourself into bed, you definitely, it sounds like you would get a much deeper sleep. Has it been challenging, I suppose, developing a new product in when it's to do with the skin and health, is that a challenging sector to be running a business in, Kasia?
Yes, well, currently the skincare sector is very saturated. There are so many new skincare companies being created. And also, what is challenging is that, like, they're much bigger companies, much bigger brands than mine. They have a bigger marketing budget as well. And what's the big issue is the green brainwashing as well. So all those companies, they may contain one natural ingredient in their in the list of ingredients of one product, there may be one of 20 ingredients or one of 50 ingredients, and they market it as a natural product,
Yeah.
and that's very far from true. And people obviously fall from that because they don't have the knowledge how to recognize truly natural products from those not natural products. And they're usually much cheaper as well because
Mm.
they're obviously formulated in the lab, on a mass scale, and they're
Mm.
sold in plastic containers, like on a mass scale in a supermarket. So that's very challenging competing with those brands and trying to kind of put the message across, what is natural and what is not. Also, I'm a mother and I have two children. I have a very challenging toddler at the moment. So
Okay.
I'm trying to juggle the business and with running the household. And yeah, it can be challenging at times, really, because obviously kids get sick and there are things coming up, and I just never know whether I would be available, and whether they would be going to school or preschool on the following days. It's very difficult,
Yeah.
to run those two things on the same time.
Of course, of course. And women do tend to have to juggle a little bit more than men still, really.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we
But
always do.
yeah, but it's wonderful that you're making it in rural Cavan. It's wonderful, and I know that you use glass bottles and natural packaging and
That's
everything as
right.
well, so reducing waste.
That's right.
And just even going back to, you mentioned about the handmade soap, like we've got lots of local soap producers. There are shops, where you can buy soap, and you're supporting a small business, instead
Oh,
of,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. And I would encourage people as well. There is a Black Friday coming up, and there will be so many promotions. Obviously, Amazon, the huge ones, the few huge companies, and they are selling products very, very cheaply. I always try to do some kind of offer during the Black Friday, but it's very difficult to stay afloat for small companies. So I would
Mm,
really encourage people to shop locally, to support local producers. This Black Friday and for Christmas as well. It's so important for us to survive,
yeah,
basically.
yeah, exactly. And obviously you're buying quality products as well.
Quality product, absolutely, yes.
Mm. Um, just when it comes to obviously the beauty industry, beauty standards are so impossible. I think it must be very difficult for young women in particular who are trying to achieve this look. As you said, it could be filtered, this Instagram look, which
Absolutely.
can be filtered, and it just looks like everybody's trying to look the same, with all of
That's
the
right.
Botox and the fillers and all of that. It seems like there's one look, whereas I think you said earlier that if your skin is glowing and you feel good and you're healthy, that's attractive, whereas,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah,
And people don't really realize that, we are attracted to the energy that we have
yes,
inside,
yes,
but it's
yeah,
not even, it even doesn't matter how our skin looks like on the outside. It's how we feel, how our energy is. We are attracted to those people who make us feel great, make us
yeah,
feel good.
yeah,
So I would always say, no matter how your skin looks right now,
yeah,
just feed it with love and feed it with, be kind and gentle, and feed it with the nutrients from the inside and out, and just watch what happens, like,
yeah,
and just be happy in your own skin. That's so, so
yes.
important.
So important. And I mean, we can't avoid aging. Of course, not that it makes us terribly happy to look in the mirror and see the old wrinkles and stuff,
That's
but
right.
in terms of not that we want to not age, I mean, I always think when it comes to sort of Botox and fillers, I think I would be petrified to try them because I think, oh my God, you're injecting something into your face and it's like this
Yeah, you're
close from your
messing with your
brain.
face.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but it's so close to your brain as well. And I know I'd probably be allergic and it would be a disaster anyway. But no judgment on anybody who does that because the pressure is there as well.
That's right.
But if we do want to try and age as gracefully as we can, and just maybe, hold back the wrinkles a little bit. Do you have any advice about anti-aging?
I'm a big believer in facial massage and facial exercises.
Hmm.
And that's something that I would do every single day, even, just for a couple of minutes. So yeah, like you can use just your fingers to do a face massage. You can use different beauty tools such as suction cups or gua sha. There are so many different, facial sculptures. But the important thing is that you need to actually know what you're doing with the facial exercises and the massage because you can accidentally actually create more lines. So I would recommend maybe follow a skin professional who specializes in, for example, in facial cups or, facial yoga or facial exercises. And if you don't know how to do that, actually the easiest tool, in my opinion, would be the rose quartz face roller. That is just literally the easiest way to massage your face, and it actually enhances the lymphatic drainage that improves the circulation and enhances the toxin drainage from our face, encouraging this youthful look. So rose quartz face roller, it's a beauty tool that originates in ancient China, where it was used for beauty rituals to actually minimize wrinkles, increase the skin's elasticity, improve the lymphatic drainage, and shrink pores, etc. So it's actually available on my website. It comes with an instruction on how to use literally 3 minutes per day. Every day, you can. It's so as simple as just sitting in front of the telly and just doing it.
Mm.
But if one is shopping for a face roller, I would say stay away from fake ones or beware of the fake ones because those ones could be injected with some chemicals, with dyes that can be toxic, and you don't want them near your face. So if
Okay.
you are in any doubt, just ask the seller for the certificate of authenticity, and if it's an authentic, they will be able to provide it to you. But yeah, I'm a big believer in actually facial exercises, massage, and a movement in the face
Yeah.
actually just increases the circulation and it gives you this healthy glow on the skin.
Yeah, I've done those over the last couple of years. Zone therapy is a sort of similar to, it's like facial exercises, similar to face yoga.
Yeah,
But I might be consistent for several months and then I get out of the habit and I have to sort of remind myself to
absolutely.
get back
Same
on.
here.
So our conversation today is great. I'm going to get back into them now, because it is all about just minutes every day doing, some of
Absolutely. You
these.
don't need to,
Yeah,
yeah, you don't need long time. What I found really effective is I started doing the exercises when I'm in the car on the way to play school to collect my little girl, and it's like
yeah,
literally 10 minutes.
yeah,
And you just do them, and you just have to know how to do them. So at the beginning, you need a mirror to make sure that your face is kind of in the right position and your
yeah,
lips are in the right position, so you don't create any more lines.
yeah,
But then once you're in it, like you can do it anywhere really. So it's kind of
yeah.
like a habit now. I get in the car and I start doing it, automatically.
Exactly. And that's what I say. Even when it comes to say breathing exercise or mindfulness, it's finding that time in the day where it's like brushing your teeth, that you just do it automatically and you don't
That's
even
right.
think about it.
That's right. A
So yeah,
habit.
a
Yeah, you need to
habit.
make it a habit. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So we're obviously in October now, Kasia. Do you have any advice or tips for winter months? Anything that we should be doing to protect our skin against the wind and the rain?
Yeah, so actually it's funny because so many companies at the moment they say, "Oh, this is perfect product for the winter,"
Yeah,
and obviously I've created multifunctional products that work in line with your skin, what your skin needs at this particular moment in time.
yeah,
So yeah, for the winter we would be looking at to protect the skin from the harsh wind, from the harsh weather conditions.
mm,
So So a face oil would be a very good idea on its own on a damp skin, or you can just mix a face oil with your face moisturizer so that it's richer,
Okay.
and then just apply it on your face, and then follow with an SPF
Oh,
and
before you go outside.
before you go outside, yes.
Brilliant.
And
Great.
what it does as well is, especially for ladies who wear makeup or who wear foundation or concealer around your eyes. So I would say it's very important to use a product that is rich, that is very highly nourishing, especially around the eye area, because then it actually minimizes the foundation caking around your eyes, you know.
Yes.
So, and even if you're wearing makeup and you notice foundation or concealer caking around your eyes, you can just take a tiny droplet of a face oil and just apply underneath your eyes, and problem solved, you know.
Brilliant.
There's no more makeup caking under your eyes. Yeah.
Brilliant. So I suppose then just to go back over an ideal routine would be olive oil or another oil from you, as you say, from your pantry to remove makeup, and then your facial wash, and then maybe a serum or an oil, and then your moisturizer. That's it.
Yes, so what I do most of the days is after cleansing in the evening, I just spray my face with a rose water or lavender water or any floral water, and I literally apply a few drops of Sana Naturals serum. It's actually both a face and under eye moisturizer and serum all in one. It's oil based. So I just apply that on damp skin after spritzing the face with the floral water. What I would say, it's very important to find a floral water or a toner, whichever hydrosol you want to use, that is alcohol free, because
Mm.
alcohol is very drying and can actually cause havoc to the skin. So important to get preferably organic and without alcohol, and the Sana Naturals face oil, and that's it for me. Most of the days when I feel that my skin is thirsty, I would use a moisturizer underneath the serum, and that's it. And
Oh,
in the
underneath.
morning, I wouldn't cleanse my skin at all. So after double cleansing the night before, the skin is still clean, you know, in the
That's a good
morning.
point. Yeah, because I
So
would
you can
cleanse again in
use
the morning.
just
Yeah.
absolutely. So
Yeah.
don't over cleanse then, you know, double
Yeah.
cleansing the night before. In the morning, you can just use floral water as a toner, or you can
Yeah.
just use a wet, warm cloth to wipe your face to wake the skin up. And
Yeah.
that's it, you know.
Brilliant. And it simplifies it and saves us time as well. Um,
Absolutely. It saves the time.
yeah, so I've actually been making that a spritz with a third rose, I think it's a rose glycerin that I get from the health food shop, and two-thirds
Glycerin,
water.
yeah, very good.
Yeah, so that's okay to use.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
brilliant. Good stuff. Great. Well, thank you so much, Kasia. Oh my gosh, I've learned so much from
Oh,
you today.
my
And
pleasure.
you've simplified my routine, which is great. I have more time then to do some face yoga or use a gua sha. So thank you so much. I really appreciate all of
My
your
pleasure.
expertise and knowledge.
And if you want to learn more about how to care for your skin with less effort and less products, I encourage you and the followers to follow me on social media. It's Sana Naturals, and check out the website. It's sananaturals.ie.
Absolutely. And I'll put links to all of those in the show notes as well.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thanks.
Lynn. It's been pleasure chatting to you. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. My thanks again to Kasia. I really enjoyed the conversation and I love her message, which is a really positive one, I think, loving the skin you're in and, showing up with a good positive energy. Of course, some people may have issues with psoriasis, eczema, different sort of skin challenges, which may need a more targeted approach or some medical interventions as well, So obviously, if you have any issues that need addressing, do get medical or, healthcare professional advice. So because we mentioned vitamin C, I thought our store cupboard staple for this episode would be a vegetable which is high in vitamin C, and that's bell peppers. Now, vitamin C is also called ascorbic acid, by the way. It can neutralize free radicals, and this helps to prevent oxidative stress to our cells. So vitamin C boosts collagen production. It's essential actually for collagen production because it provides collagen provides structure and firmness to our skin. Now, bell peppers are members of the nightshade family. Nightshade vegetables are potatoes, aubergines, tomatoes. Occasionally, some people might have issues with nightshades and may need to limit them, but I think for most of us, we can tolerate them, and they're definitely, have many health benefits. Peppers are native to Central and South America. They come in a range of colours depending on their ripeness, so anything from green through to even purple, yellow, orange, and red. The red and yellow, and the orange would be sweeter than the green. Paprika and pimento are made from bell peppers. They originated in South America about 7,000 years ago and were brought into Europe by Spanish and Portuguese explorers. And of course, now they're a staple, I think, in most countries. They're really nutrient dense. So, of course, vegetable, they have fibre, which feeds our good gut bacteria and helps to keep us regular. They include vitamins like vitamin C, beta carotene, vitamin K, thiamine, folic acid, vitamin B6, and the antioxidants that we mentioned earlier as well, to help reduce free radical damage to our cells. Now, the red peppers would have a higher nutrient content than green as well. Now, we do need to wash them really well, because especially if they're not organic, and even if they are organic, it's a good idea to wash the skins well. I'll put a link in the show notes to a blog about washing vegetables anyway. So when you buy them, what can we do with them? Well, they're so versatile. So basically they work in anything from a salad to a casserole to a stir fry to a curry to a pasta dish. Obviously you can add them into everything. You can griddle them or add them to vegetable skewers, and you can actually, if you get a pepper and just take out the center seeds, you can just slice the top off and keep it. You can steam the pepper for about 5 minutes and then stuff it with like a rice salad and put the lid back on, put the top back on, and then put it in the oven until it's just heated through. And if you add some protein in that rice salad, that would actually make a nice lunch at this time of year when we're looking for something a bit warmer. Really, we should be varying our, vegetables and our fruit and everything anyway, because the more variety that we eat, the more variety of minerals and vitamins that we consume. And we also get lots of different kinds of fibre to feed our gut bacteria, so our microbiome is more diverse too. So basically, variety is key. So hopefully there is enough information there to encourage you to add some more whole foods into your shopping trolley this week. Thank you for listening to today's episode. I just wanted to clarify that the podcast is for informational purposes only and does not substitute professional care from a doctor or trained health professional, nor constitute medical advice or services if you're in a position to need either. However, if you found it interesting, you can subscribe to make sure you don't miss future episodes, or sign up for my newsletter on lynsharkeynutrition.ie.